Imagine this. You're a high-value man, successful, confident, and respected. But despite everything you've built, you keep finding yourself in situations that drain you, relationships that don't honor your worth, and opportunities that leave you feeling stuck. Why does this happen? It's a harsh truth, but it's one most high-valued men overlook: the power of walking away. We've all heard the phrase, "don't settle for less," but how many of us actually live by it? Walking away isn't a sign of weakness, it's a demonstration of strength, a recognition of your own value. Yet many men ignore this crucial tool for self-preservation, staying in situations long past their expiration date, all while their energy, time, and peace of mind slip away. If you don't recognize the power of walking away, you're setting yourself up for regret. The longer you stay where you're not respected, the more you lose. And when you finally realize what you've given up, it's often too late to get back what you've lost. So why do high-value men ignore this simple yet powerful principle? Why do we wait until it's too late to walk away from things that no longer serve us? Stick around, because in this video, I'm breaking down why walking away is not only a smart move, it's a game changer. 1, respect yourself first. If you don't respect yourself, don't expect anybody else to. Walking away isn't weakness, it's recognizing your worth. When you value yourself, the world has no choice but to follow. You can't expect the world to value you if you don't first value yourself. Everything starts with self-respect. It's the foundation of how people treat you, how opportunities find you, and how success follows you. The truth is, people take their cues from you. If you tolerate disrespect, if you allow yourself to be undervalued, if you accept less than what you deserve, why would anyone give you more? Every day you make choices that tell the world what you think of yourself. Do you settle for toxic relationships because you're afraid of being alone? Do you stay in a job that drains your soul because you don't believe you can do better? Do you let people walk all over you because you fear confrontation? These choices aren't just habits. They're reflections of how much you respect yourself. But here's the good news. Respect is something you can build. It starts with how you speak to yourself. It starts with the standards you set and the boundaries you enforce. The moment you decide, "I will not accept less than I deserve," everything shifts. The wrong people fade away. The right opportunities appear. The world starts treating you differently because you are different. Walking away isn't about proving a point to others. It's about proving something to yourself. It's about knowing that your time, your energy, and your presence are valuable. When you start moving like a person of worth, the world has no choice but to follow. So today, ask yourself, am I respecting myself? If the answer is no, change it. Set that boundary. Say no to what drains you. Walk away from what doesn't serve you. Because the moment you start respecting yourself, the world will too. 2, silence speaks louder than words. You don't have to beg for respect. You don't have to argue for love. Sometimes the most powerful move you can make is to remove yourself. Let your absence do the talking. Not every battle needs to be fought with words. Not every situation calls for an explanation. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing at all. Just walk away. See, when you argue, when you beg for someone to treat you right, when you explain your worth over and over again, you're giving away your power. You're telling the world that your value is up for debate. But real confidence, real self-respect, that doesn't need to be explained. It's felt. Think about it. When a person of true value walks into a room, do they need to announce their worth? No. It's in their presence. It's in their energy. And when they leave, that absence is felt even more. You don't have to force people to respect you. You don't have to chase someone who doesn't appreciate you. The best response to disrespect is distance. The best answer to someone taking you for granted is your absence. When words fail, silence speaks. And when you remove yourself from situations that don't serve you, people start to notice what they lost. But here's the thing. You don't walk away to be missed. You walk away because you respect yourself too much to stay where you're not valued. You walk away because you know that peace is more important than proving a point. So the next time you're in a situation where you're not being appreciated, don't argue, don't beg, don't explain yourself 100 times. Just take a step back, create space, let your silence do the talking, and watch how people start paying attention. Because silence is power. Silence makes people listen. And when you master the art of walking away with quiet confidence, you'll never need to prove your worth again. The world will already know it. 3, scarcity creates value. A man who is always available, always chasing, always compromising, loses his value. But the man who knows when to walk away, that's the man they remember. That's the man they respect. Anything that is always available loses its value. Think about it. What's more valuable, a rare diamond or a handful of pebbles? The difference isn't in their existence, it's in their scarcity. The same principle applies to you. If you're always available, always saying yes, always chasing, people will take you for granted. But when you become scarce, when you set boundaries, when you walk away from situations that don't respect you, suddenly your value rises. This isn't about playing games or manipulating people. It's about understanding human nature. People appreciate what they might lose. They respect what they can't have all the time, and they cherish what they have to earn. Now apply this to your life. If you're always the one reaching out, always the one making sacrifices, always the one giving more than you receive, stop, pull back, give space, watch what happens. The right people will step up, the wrong ones will fade away, and most importantly, you will start to see your own worth. Scarcity doesn't mean isolation. It doesn't mean pushing people away just to prove a point. It means prioritizing yourself. It means not overextending for those who wouldn't do the same for you. It means understanding that your time, your presence, and your energy are valuable, and not everyone deserves unlimited access to them. So from today forward, move with intention. Don't be too available to those who don't appreciate you. Don't waste your energy on people who don't reciprocate. Make them earn your time. Make them prove they deserve your presence. Because the truth is, when you stop giving yourself away so freely, that's when people start realizing just how valuable you really are. 4, never chase, attract. Chasing what isn't meant for you only leads to disappointment. But when you stand firm in your purpose, in your vision, in your standards, the right people, the right opportunities, they come to you. In life, too many people spend their time chasing what's not meant for them. Whether it's people, opportunities, or approval. They think that if they just push harder, try more, or put in endless effort, they'll finally get what they want. But here's the truth. Chasing doesn't bring fulfillment. It doesn't bring respect. It doesn't bring the kind of success that lasts. Instead of chasing, you need to learn how to attract. When you're constantly chasing something, you're sending a message that you're desperate for validation. But when you stand firm in your worth, when you focus on growing yourself, when you get clear on your values, everything you need starts to come to you. The law of attraction isn't some magic trick. It's about energy. It's about confidence. It's about knowing that what's meant for you will find its way to you if you stop chasing it. You're not out there begging for attention or fighting for scraps. You're too busy working on your goals, your purpose, and your personal growth, that the right people, opportunities, and circumstances just seem to appear. You don't need to chase love. The right person will see your value and come to you. You don't need to chase success. The right opportunities will find you when you're ready for them. You don't need to chase validation. When you're sure of who you are and what you stand for, the world will recognize your worth without you ever needing to prove it. So today, stop running after things that aren't aligned with your vision. Stop forcing relationships that don't bring you peace. Stop overextending in situations where you're not valued. Focus on your own growth, your own vision, and your own path. When you do this, the universe will naturally bring everything you need to you. Because the truth is, when you stop chasing, you start attracting everything that's meant to be yours. 5, walking away is power, not weakness. Too many men think walking away is giving up. No, walking away is knowing your worth. It's having the discipline to say, I refuse to accept less than what I deserve. That's power. In life, many people mistake walking away for weakness. They think that if you walk away from a situation, a person, or an opportunity, you're admitting defeat. But let me tell you something. Walking away is one of the most powerful moves you can make. It's not giving up. It's choosing self-respect over settling. It's knowing when enough is enough and having the strength to walk away from what no longer serves you. When you walk away, you're not running from a challenge. You're choosing to stand tall and say, I deserve better. It takes incredible strength to walk away from things that drain you, from toxic relationships, from opportunities that don't align with your values. It's easy to stay in the comfort of what's familiar, even when it's harmful. But walking away takes courage. It shows you're willing to let go of the old to make space for something new, something greater. And walking away isn't about making a scene or causing drama. It's about knowing your worth and acting accordingly. You don't have to beg for respect. You don't have to chase anyone who doesn't appreciate you. You don't need to explain yourself over and over again. Simply walk away with grace, knowing that by doing so, you're preserving your peace, your power, and your energy. In life, there will be times when staying hurts you more than leaving. There will be moments when hanging on to a situation or person that isn't right for you only holds you back from what's meant for you. Walking away from that is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's saying to yourself, I am worthy of better, and I will not settle for less. So remember this, walking away is strength, not weakness. When you know when to walk away, you are telling the world that you value yourself too much to stay where you're not valued. And that, my friend, is true power. 6, regret is a silent killer. Most people don't realize what they had until it's gone. They don't appreciate your presence until you make them feel your absence. Don't wait until it's too late. Know your worth before they do. Regret creeps in quietly, often without you even realizing it. It doesn't announce itself with loud voices or dramatic moments. It settles in slowly, like a shadow that grows longer as time passes. It's that feeling you get when you look back and realize you've spent years compromising your values, accepting less than you deserve, or staying in situations that didn't align with who you are. Regret is the silent killer of dreams, of self-worth, and of peace of mind. But here's the thing. You don't have to wait for regret to take hold. You can avoid it. The key is knowing when to make a change, when to walk away, and when to say enough. Don't wait until it's too late to realize that you've given more than you should have, that you've bent over backward for people who never appreciated you, or that you've poured your time and energy into something that doesn't serve you. Regret often comes when we stay too long in a situation that doesn't benefit us. We keep hoping it will get better. We keep thinking that things will change. But deep down, we know we're just delaying the inevitable. By the time we finally walk away, we're left with that sinking feeling of, I should have done this sooner. But here's the truth. You have the power to avoid that feeling. When you start valuing yourself and respecting your own time and energy, you stop waiting for change that doesn't come. You stop holding on to things that aren't meant for you. And when you do, you free yourself from the weight of regrets. So today, ask yourself, am I doing what's best for me? Am I making choices that align with my values, my worth, and my happiness? If the answer is no, make the change now before regret settles in. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of fulfillment. Don't wait until it's too late to live your best life. The time to act is now, because the only thing worse than making a tough decision is living with the regret of not making it sooner. 7, you are the prize. A king doesn't beg to be treated like a king. He moves like one. You don't convince people of your worth, you show them. And if they can't see it, you walk. Too many times in life, we fall into the trap of thinking that we need to prove our worth to others. We chase after validation. We try to win approval, and we place our value in the hands of people who may not even recognize it. But the truth is, you don't need to convince anyone of your worth. You are already the prize. When you understand that you are the prize, everything changes. You stop begging for attention. You stop overextending yourself for relationships that aren't mutual. You stop accepting the bare minimum because you realize you are worth so much more than that. Being the prize means knowing deep in your heart that your time, your energy, and your presence are valuable. You don't need to chase after what's already meant for you. When you stand tall in your worth, the right people and opportunities will recognize it. Think about it. When someone knows they're valuable, they don't chase, they attract. They set their boundaries. They know that if someone truly values them, they will rise to the occasion, not expect them to lower their standards. And if that person doesn't rise, they walk away because they know they're not settling for less than what they deserve. You don't have to make others see your value. The right people will see it and they will respect it. You have to stop trying to prove yourself to everyone and start living in your truth. Your actions, your self-respect, and your standards will speak louder than any words you could say. So today, remember this: you are the prize. You don't need to chase anything or anyone who doesn't recognize your worth. Stand firm in your value, set your standards high, and know that the right people will meet you there. Because the world will always treat you the way you treat yourself. So start treating yourself like the prize you truly are. 8, the right people will never let you walk alone. When you walk away from what's not serving you, you make space for what will. The people who truly value you will never make you choose between your self-respect and their presence. In life, you're going to encounter a lot of people. Some will come and go, while others will stay. But the one thing that's certain is that the right people will never let you walk alone. They will recognize your worth, they will value your presence, and they will stand by you when times get tough. And here's the thing: you don't need to chase after them. You don't need to beg for their loyalty. The right people will find you, and when they do, they'll show you exactly what real support looks like. The key to this is knowing your own worth. When you understand just how valuable you are, you stop settling for relationships where you're always giving more than you're receiving. You stop putting energy into people who don't reciprocate, and instead, you make space for those who genuinely appreciate and uplift you. The right people will show up not because you begged them to, but because you set boundaries, you demanded respect, and you refused to settle for less than you deserve. But here's the most beautiful part. When you walk away from toxic people, from relationships that drain you, the right ones naturally start to appear. It's like the universe makes room for the people who are meant to be in your life. They see you, they respect you, and they will walk with you every step of the way. So don't be afraid to walk away from those who don't appreciate you. Don't fear being alone or isolated, because the right people, those who truly have your back, those who understand your value, will never let you walk alone. Remember, the right people will always be there to lift you up, to support your dreams, and to stand by your side through thick and thin. You don't have to chase them, because they'll find you when you walk in the direction of your own worth. Stay true to who you are, and trust that those who are meant for you will walk alongside you, never letting you face life alone. So, to answer the question, why do high-value men ignore the power of walking away until it's too late? It's because many of us get caught up in the idea that we have to fight for everything, that we have to chase what we want. But the truth is, walking away is often the strongest move you can make. It's about recognizing your worth, setting boundaries, and knowing when something or someone isn't serving you. Don't wait until regret creeps in. Take control now and use the power of walking away as a tool to protect your peace and purpose. I want to hear from you. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a situation knowing you should walk away but waiting until it was almost too late? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Let's talk about how you can start taking action to protect your value moving forward. And if you found this video helpful, don't stop here. I've got another one lined up that dives deeper into how to set boundaries and stand your ground as a high-value man. Click on the next video in the playlist to continue leveling up your life. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Keep walking in your power.